guys, what is up and welcome back to another TheSatinCrew video. Today we're taking a look at our Lamborghini Urus. So I will give you my opinions on the car and give you like a little review of the Lamborghini Urus itself. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us start by having a look at our Lamborghini Urus. So first of all, I want to say this is a car which I love so much. Same for my dad. The first time we drove it, it was just so impressive. The car's insanely fast, it handles insanely well, and literally keeps up with any supercar. And that is not a joke. Any rally we went to, we always had the Urus and also the Performante, and the Urus was able to keep up with SVJs, McLarens, anything. And yeah, it's just such an astonishing car. And I mean, just even the look here at the front with the bonnet, just seeing all these shapes is absolutely absurd. But let me start by showing you our carbon fiber package. When we have ordered the Lamborghini Urus, there was a few options for what you can do with the styling. So for Lamborghini you have style packages, which are either gloss black, like a satin black plastic, or carbon fiber. And as now the sun is actually coming out, which is perfect, you can just see the carbon fiber glistening here. We have opted to have the biggest carbon pack you can get for the car. Also having the wheel arches here. The intake side here is also finished in carbon fiber. The entire front splitter is carbon fiber. The side skirt, which is my favorite part because it's a massive piece of carbon fiber. And as you guys are always interested in the costs of such things, that carbon fiber kit sadly cost around 30,000 euros, which is way too much money for what it is. But at the point where we ordered the car, there was no aftermarket carbon fiber kit and all that stuff. So for us it made sense to get it. Then the spoiler up here is finished in carbon fiber as well. The Lamborghini in the back here also looking astonishing. Then the entire diffuser is carbon fiber. And I thought, as we are in the back right now, you guys can see we have an Akrapovic system on the Urus. So this system is actually from Lamborghini and Akrapovic together, so you can order it from factory, but the exhaust will have to be fitted by your dealer. As you guys can see, our car is currently sitting on winter tires. We have the 22-inch rim option from Lamborghini. We actually got these rims in satin grey, which is quite a funny story, because we have ordered them to be painted in satin black, but our dealer gave us the car back with the grey wheels, which was a bit, yeah, let's say not that cool, because we had to get them painted at the end. But yeah, fun fact as well, the Lamborghini Urus has the biggest production brakes of any car currently. So this massive disc right here is the biggest brake you can get on any production car currently. And before you guys are wondering, this right here was a motorcyclist in the south of France who decided to kind of, yeah, let's say cuddle with the Urus, which was not great, but it happens, so that is okay. Other than that, there's not much you can spec for the Urus itself. So we literally have a fully spec car. As you can see, the car is sitting quite low right now as well because it is in the Corsa mode. But other than that, from the outside, the only thing we have is the panoramic roof. And yeah, I think it's going to be time to actually head inside the car and show you around. Before jumping into the car, I wanted to say one quick thing. As you can see, the whole front of the Lamborghini Urus is extremely aggressive, and you have all of these shapes, obviously, which you can see perfectly with the PPF. They are also on the inside, so basically Lamborghini took the design parts which are on the outside also to the inside, so everything fits perfectly. But I think it's going to be time to show you the interior now. Before shutting the door and going in detail on the interior, you can see down here we also have carbon fiber, but I think that doesn't matter. Let's close the door and I'll show you a bit of the interior of the car. Obviously you have the flip to start fighter jet button right here, which is always absolutely amazing. I love that so much. Then you can see the display right here, which is also in this hexagonal shape, which matches to the exterior of the car as well. Then you have the driving modes, which I'm going into right now because the screen changes. So in Sport it's orange. If you go to Corsa, it turns into this aggressive red styling, which is quite cool. Then you have all of this infotainment system here. And these buttons down here, obviously a lot of people are going to say this is so Audi. And I don't care if it is, because you have force feedback on them. So actually touching this touch screen feels like you're pressing a button, and I think that is so cool. But let's continue with these modes down here. So in a lot of reviews I actually saw people complaining that you have to go through all of these stages here, which is actually not true. So let's say we have the car in Corsa right now and you want to go back up to Strada. Instead of going through all these different modes, you can literally hold it and it goes back up to Strada. So for everyone who did a review and did these steps, I mean, it's not wrong, but you can definitely do it way easier. This is also the lever which you pull to go into reverse, which is massive. Then you have the Bang & Olufsen speakers up here, the hexagonal speaker up there as well. Even the like handles to open the door are also hexagonal. I just love these little features because they just make sense. Like everything in this car makes sense and just looks absolutely astonishing. Let's have a look at the back of our Urus now. As you guys can see straight away, we have the 2-seat configuration back here, so no 3 seats. Just having the 2 seats makes it look a bit nicer, I think. And also the seating position in this car in the back is absolutely amazing. It feels like a Rolls-Royce Ghost. So that is really cool. Back here you have 2 cup holders if you opt them. A massive storage compartment here, which is actually insanely deep. I didn't expect that when we took delivery of the car. Then you have this digital display down here for your seat heating, the air conditioning, and everything else like that. As you can see on the seats here, we do not actually have the little TV screens because we do not need them really. But this mount is like prepared so you can put like an iPad or I don't know, like an Android tablet onto it, so you still have the choice to watch movies in the back. Let's stop with all the talking now because you guys are here to see the car and that is what I like as well. So let's start with some startups and revs of our Lamborghini Urus now. As you guys know me by now, I always put the ignition on first, which is already on the car. Then I put the car into sport because the startup will just sound way better. So let's just push this little beautiful button down here, foot on the brake. And the Urus is alive, and trust me, this thing just sounds so good. But just for comparison reasons, let's turn it off again and actually put the ignition on again as well to put the car into normal mode, so Strada, and hear the difference. I will also give you like the different sound from the outside obviously, but this is in Strada now. It's a bit quieter. The question is if you can actually tell the difference when you're watching the video on YouTube. Why do I not use Corsa? Corsa is actually not the loudest mode. The loudest mode in Lamborghinis is always Sport because it's like supposed to be the little fun mode, and Corsa is literally just for hardcore action. But as we are in sport mode right now on the Urus, I think it's actually time to give you some revs so you can actually hear this thing. I am done with the talking now, so it's going to be time to actually drive this beast. So I'll put on my GoPro, give you some point of view action and also my opinions on the car whilst we're driving it. So let's go. Okay guys, I hope you had fun watching the point of view drive with the Urus. I'll be talking about my opinion and my impression of the Lamborghini Urus now. So first of all, I just want to say this car honestly drives like a supercar and is also as fast as a supercar. That's no lie. I know a lot of, oh watch, it's going to be a bit bumpy now. Okay, here we go. A lot of people are going to say, nah, it's an SUV, it can't be as quick as like a Performante or a 600 LT. It's maybe not as quick on a straight line, but in corners and like mountain passes, the Lamborghini Urus keeps up like nothing else. In a lot of passages of a road, the car's even faster and just outperforms a lot of supercars. And we have a lot of friends who actually drove our Urus as well, and they were so astounded by how the performance of the car was. And I think that is just like another approval of how amazing this really is. And the first time when my dad and I actually drove the car, we were like, what is going on? This can't be an SUV. And literally, if you guys have the chance or know a friend or someone and you can drive an Urus, make sure to do it. You will get in the car, drive it for a few meters, and you will be like, what? This is not possible. Like, this car literally breaks physics. There's no question about it. It breaks physics and it's just absolutely incredible. I honestly don't know what to say because the car is that good. If we could only have one car in our collection, it would be an Urus, because you can drive as comfortably as in a Rolls Royce. You can drive as fast as in a Lamborghini, like a normal Lamborghini, like a Performante, an SVJ or something like that. You can take it as a daily car. You have space, you can put your kids in the back or your dogs or whatever. Like, it's perfect. It's like the perfect combination of everything. And please excuse the bumpiness right now. The road is really bad. I didn't expect it to be this bad. But yeah, it's hard to say anything negative about the car. It really is. The only negative thing really might be that there's a lot of buttons which are from Audi. But I don't think that's actually a negative point. I think it's a good point because all of the infotainment and stuff is from Audi, but that also results in the fact that everything works perfectly. The car's super reliable and not like a typical Italian sports car, let's say that way, that it breaks often or stuff doesn't work. This always works. We never had an issue with the car, and yeah, honestly, just amazing. One more thing for the people who actually do not believe me with what I'm saying about the Urus, I will put up a clip right on top here showing you guys how the Urus is actually in front of our Performante, which I was driving when I was in the Urus, doing well over 320 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn, and this thing was just not be able to be stopped. Like, I was in the Performante full throttle and we were literally going the same speed above 300. I have to say at like 322 in the Urus, I was able to overtake it with the Perf at like 331 or something, but that just shows how incredible this car is, because it's 2.5 tons or something, and you can drive at like 320 for an SUV. That's the one thing which people have to keep in mind. Yes, it's a Lamborghini, but it's still an SUV. Like a Cayenne can't do that, and that's just a fact, and an RSQ8 can't do that as well, which I'm just saying. No hate against the RSQ8, but it's just not the same car, for a fact. Yeah. We have just pulled over after a fun drive in our Urus, but I think before ending the video I should actually show you the beating heart of the Lamborghini Urus. There you go. It's obviously a 4-liter V8 producing 650 horsepower and also 850 Newton meters. But I think because we have the Akrapovic exhaust, our horsepower rate should be up to 670 probably, because the exhaust should give around 15 to 20 horsepower more. So ours is probably a 670 horsepower Urus, which is amazing. And also from the stats itself, It goes 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds. That is what Lamborghini claims. But every drag race this thing has been in, it was way quicker, getting to that 3.0 second mark to 100 kilometers an hour, which is so impressive. But yeah, this is the engine. Finished off quite beautifully. Always looking at those kind of things is always really nice. And for the people who are really into engines, I think this is quite cool to see. Obviously this plastic cover is on right now, so you can't actually see a lot. But yeah, this is how it looks beneath the bonnet of our Lamborghini Urus. Sadly, this is it already for today's video. I hope you guys had fun having a look at our Lamborghini Urus. My reviews, well, our reviews of my dad and I, they're not like the typical car reviews. We're not there to like be the new Top Gear or anything. This is just purely our opinions on our cars and just what we like about them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to press the post notification bell and also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright guys, take care and bye bye.